Ram Ram, Namaste everyone. Welcome you all to session 32 of Samskritasri Pathamala 2. Today we will do the Padhyani, which we were doing in the last class. And if time permits, we'll look at the other Subhashitams also, which we have seen earlier. We will see the basic grammar points in them. Prarthana. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vikhnopashantaye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalas Phatikakritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Saraswati Namastestu Veena Pustakadharini Hamsavahanam Arudhe Vidyadanam Kurushvame. We will do Dhatu Rupa practice first. Those who want to try, please raise your hand. Urmila Bhagini, do you want to try? Creed Dhatu.
Namaste, Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
So, creed dhatu, sarveshul lakareshu.
So, creed dhatu, the Aupadeshika dhatu rupa is creed vihare. Vihare is viharati, we saw in the last class also. So, this is to amuse oneself, to play, or to just roam around.
Okay. The Battamana Kalaha, Lat Lakara, Kridati, Kridataha, Kridanti, Kridasi, Kridataha, Kridatha, Kridami, Kridava, Kridavaha, Kridamaha. Lot Lakara?
Yes.
Kridatu, Kridatat, Kridatam, Kridantu. Kridatat, Kridaha, Kridatat.
Not Kridaha, it is Krida. Kridatat.
Oh, Kridatat, Kridatam, Kridata,
yes.
Kridani, Kridava, Kridama.
Do you want to try the Lang Lakara also?
Okay. Bhutakalaha. Lang Lakara. Akridat, akridatam, akridan.
Yes.
Akridaha, akridatam, akridata. Akridam, akridava, akridama.
Samyak. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
Prakash Bhagini.
Namaste.
Ram. Namaste.
Creed dhatu lritlaka, should I say?
Yeah. Vidhiling, Rit and Ring are remaining. You can say it in any order.
Creed dhatu lritlaka. Kridishyati, kridishyataha, kridishyanti. Kridishyasi, kridishyataha, kridisyat. Kridishyami, kridishyamaha. Vidhiling. Kridet, kridetam, krideyuhu.
Yes.
Kridehe, kridetam, kridet.
Krideta.
Kridetam, krideta. Krideyam, krideva, kridema.
And Ring Lakara. The conditional mode, Ring Lakara.
Akridishyat, akridishyatam, akridishyan.
Yes.
Akridisyas, akridishyatam,
Akridishyaha is Madhyama.
Akridishyatam, akridisyat.
Akridishyat.
Akridisyat. Akridisyat.
The ending is taka, ta and ta. Yes.
Ta. Accreditation. Accreditation.
Yes.
Accreditation.
Samyak. Akridishyama. Dhanyavadah. Uttam. Next we'll do some shabdas. Bhratra shabdah. Rikaranta shabdah. Ushna. Shri Ranjini Mohan Ram. Bhagini.
Ram Ram Bhagini.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Bratru Shabdah. Rikarantah Pullingah Bratru Shabdah. Brata he Brata Bratarau Bratarah he Bratu
He Bratah. Like he Pitah, it's he Bratah.
he Bratah he Bratarau he Bratarah Brataram Bratarau Bratrun Bratra Bratrubhyam Bratrubhi Bratre Bratrubhyam Bratrubhyah Bratuhu Bratrubhyam Bratrubhyah Bratuhu Bratrohu Bratrunam Bratari Bratroho Bratrish.
Samyak. Uttam. Dhanyavadah.
Thank you.
Rajini Bhargava Bhagini.
Rikarant pulling shibda datre.
Yes.
Data, datarau, datarah.
Datarau. There is a
Datarau.
V.
Yes. Datarau, datarah.
Yes.
He dataraho, he
He
datarah.
dhatah. He dhatah. In Sambodhana, it becomes he dhatah.
It's data, Bhagini.
Dhatah with a visarga.
No, but you're saying dhata, it is data, it's given in it. Datri.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dhatah. He dhatah.
He dhatah, he dataro, he datarah. Dataraha. Dataram, datarau, datrin. Datra, datribhyam, datribhihi. Datre, datribhyam, datribhyah. Datuhu, datribhyam, datribhyah. Datuhu, datroho, datrinam. Datri, datroho, datrishu.
Uttam. Samyak. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavad.
Pani Krishna Maria Bhagini.
Namaste, Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Namaste. Vasumat Shabdah.
Trishulingeshu.
No. Pullinga. All are Pullinga.
Okay. Takarandaha Pullingaha Vasumat Shabdaha. Vasuman.
Like Dhiman.
Vasuman, Vasumantau, Vasumantaha. He Vasuman, He Vasumantau, He Vasumantaha.
He Vasuman. There is a haras.
Okay. He Vasuman, He Vasumantau, He Vasumantaha. Vasumantam, Vasumantau, Vasumataha. Vasumata, Vasumadbhyam, Vasumadbhihi. Vasumate, Vasumadbhyam, Vasumadbhyaha. Vasumataha, Vasumadbhyam, Vasumadbhyaha. Vasumataha, Vasumatoho, Vasumatam. Vasumati, Vasumatoho, Vasumatsu.
Uttam. Samyak. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah.
K Padma Bhagini.
Ram Ram Bhagini.
Ram Ram. Yeah. Mahat Shabdah Pullinga.
Takarantah Pullingah Mahat Shabdah Mahan Mahantau Mahantah He Mahan.
Yes, Mahan.
He Mahan, he Mahantau, he Mahantah.
No, the Dvivachana Bahuvachana remain the same. He Mahan, he Mahantau, he
He
Mahantah.
Mahantau, he Mahantah. Mahantam, Mahantau, Mahatah.
Correct.
Mahata, Mahadbhyam, Mahadbhihi.
Yes.
Mahate, Mahadbhyam, Mahadbhyah. Mahatah, Mahadbhyam, Mahadbyah. Mahatah, Mahatoho, Mahatina.
Mahatam.
Sorry, Mahatam.
Yes.
Mahati, Mahatoho, Mahatsu.
Samyak. Uttam. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyawad.
Nandini Bhagini. Can you unmute yourself, Nandini Bhagini?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So Chalat Shabda, this is a Shatru Pratyayanta Shabda, like Pachat that we saw. So
Ma'am, is it like Jagat also?
this is not like Jagat. Jagat is a Napumsakalinga Shabda. Here we have listed out Pullinga Shabdas. Chalat is like Pachat in Pullinga. So Pachan, Pachantau, Pachantaha. Isn't it like that? Chalan, Chalantau, Chalantaha.
Okay, ma'am. I will try.
Yes.
Chalan, Chalantau, Chalantaha. He Chalan, He Chalantau, He Chalantaha.
Yes.
Chalantam, Chalantau, Chalataha.
Samyak.
Chalata, Chaladbhyam, Chaladbhihi. Chalate, Chaladbhyam,
Did you say
Chaladbhyaha.
Chalata? Chalatanu. Tritiya Ekavachana. Chalata.
The Chaladbhyam.
That is right. Chaladbhyam, Chaladbihi.
Chalate, Chaladbhyam, Chaladbhyaha. Chalataha, Chaladbhyam, Chaladbhyaha. Chalataha, Chalatoh, Chalatam. Chalati, Chalatoh, Chalatsu.
Samyak. Uttam. Dhanyavada. So we were seeing Padyani. We saw an introduction where we saw what is a Padya. Generally in Sanskritam, kavyas are of two types, Drishya Kavya and Shravya Kavya. Another way of dividing them is as Gadyam, Padyam and Champu. So in Drishya Kavya, those which can be enacted on stage or which can be performed, they are called Drishya Kavyas. A Rupakam is one such, a Rupakam is a Drishya Kavya. There are 10 types of Rupakam, and what we normally call Nataka in other Indian languages or drama in English is a Rupakam actually. So there are 10 subdivisions, of which Natakam is one type of Rupakam. So Gadya is prose, Padya is poetry, and Champu is a mixture of prose and poetry. And what we are going to see is Padya, that is those which are set to meter. So Subhashitams are mostly in Padya form, and we have seen some Anushtubh Chanda Subhashitas, that is those which have 8 characters in each pada, or 32 characters, 32 syllables in all. So the first two we already saw. Nabhasaha Bhushanam Chandraha, Narinam Bhushanam Patihi, Prithivyaha Bhushanam Raja, Vidya Sarvasya Bhushanam. So the ornament of the sky is the moon, the ornament of a woman is her husband, the earth or the land's ornament is the king who is ruling it, and Vidya or knowledge is everyone's ornament. So here what we need to do is to rearrange the words first of all, we need to split the sandhis. So sometimes two words could have been given as in a combined form. So we first need to split those words and arrive at the individual words. Sometimes we may need to, they may be joined by something called a samasa that we have not seen yet. But generally, if there is a sandhi, we split the words, rearrange them in prose order so that we can easily arrive at the meaning of the subhashita. So that's what we have tried to do here. The prose order for this is Chandraha Nabhasaha Bhushanam, Patihi Narinam Bhushanam, Raja Prithivyaha Bhushanam, and Vidya Sarvasya Bhushanam. So as I told you, there are 8 syllables and this meter is called Anushtubh. And most part of Ramayana is in Anushtubh Chandas. The second one also we saw, Narasya Bharanam Rupam, Rupasya Bharanam, Gunaha, Gunasya Bharanam Jnanam, Jnanasya Bharanam Kshama. So what gives, what enhances the beauty of a person? His form. How many ever jewels or how many ever whatever way in which he dresses up, it is ultimately his appearance that matters. And for that, the character embellishes that. Gunasya abharanam jnanam. And if it is founded on strong and sound knowledge, then it is even better. And knowledge coupled with kshama or patience or forbearance is the best. Okay, now we will continue this. Those who would like to try to analyze the padyam and give the meaning, you can raise your hand. Usha Devate Bhagini.
Suprabhatam Bhagini, Namaskara.
Ramara, Namaskara.
Nasti Vidya Samam Chakshuhu, Nasti Satya Samam Tapaha, Nasti Raga Samam Dukkham, Nasti Tyaga Samam Sukham.
So first, the step is to split the words.
Na asti Vidya Samam Chakshuhu, na asti Satya Samam Tapaha, na asti Raga Samam Dukkham, na asti Tyaga Samam Sukham.
So then arrange it in the correct order in which you can translate.
Na asti Vidya Samam Chakshuhu. Chakshuhu is eye. Vidya, there is a equal knowledge. Is,
correct.
Knowledge is not, no, Chakshuhu.
Chakshuhu is the eye.
Vidyasamam Chakshuhu Nasti.
Correct. Vidyasamam Chakshuhu Nasti. Similarly, the others.
Satyasamam Nasti Tapaha Nasti Satyasamam.
Same order you can adopt. So, Satyasamam Tapaha Nasti.
Ragasamam Dukkham Nasti. Tyagasamam Sukham Nasti.
Correct. So here, Vidya Samam is actually an adjective.
Vidya Samam, Vidya Sriling Asti, adjective.
It is an adjective to Chakshu.
Chakshuhu Guruvat Asti Bhagini.
It is a Sakaranta Shabda.
Oh,
Chakshuhu.
Chakshus.
Chakshus, Napumsakalinga Shabda.
Manasvat.
Manasvat. Tadeva. So that is why we have Samam. Because if it is Pullingam, it would have been Samaha. Strilinga Sama. So Nasti Satya Samam Tapaha. Again a Sakaranta Shabda. Tapas.
Tapas.
And so we get Samam. Raga Samam. Dukkham. Dukkham is again Akaranta Napumsakalinga. And Nasti Tyaga Samam Sukham. Sukham is also Ukaranta Napumsakalinga Shabda. So otherwise, grammatically, there is nothing very complex in this. So can you just tell the meaning of the whole thing?
There is no equivalent to, no, knowledge is not equivalent to eyes.
No, there is no I which is equivalent to knowledge.
Oh, there is no I equivalent to knowledge.
Yes, your eyes may become, dim, or your eyesight may become dull, when you age or something. But then knowledge is a great eye which helps you perceive things in the proper manner, is what we are trying to convey.
So vidya is, knowledge is never destruction. It never happens to knowledge.
Yes.
Your eyes may get deteriorate, right?
Yes.
Satya samam, truth is always remains. Tapaha.
Tapaha is penance.
Penance.
So saying the truth all the time, or being truthful, is a great penance. So there is no penance that is equivalent to speaking or being truthful.
Truthful. Nasti raga samam dukkham. Sorrow. Raga samam ityukte kim bagini?
Raga is attachment.
Oh.
So desire or attachment is raga. So there is no sorrow like raga. So if you're attached, it leads to one trouble after the other. So there is no trouble which is as potent as raga.
Na asti tyaga samam sukham. Tyaga is more important than sukha. That means
it's not like that. Tyaga is again opposite of raga. So if you stay away, or if you remain detached, or if you don't have desires, then that is bliss. Sukham, the true sukham is to not be attached.
Or not attached to the...
To anything that is, say, in the world, or not having desires is the greatest happiness, is what.
Oh, totally. Okay.
So just like raga leads to dukkha, similarly, tyaga leads to sukha. And that is the greatest form of sukha that you can experience, is what they are trying to say.
I have a question, Bhagini. This su, au, aha, pratyayas only applied for hal varna, hal shabda.
No, they are the same pratyayas. Only thing that we can see them properly only in halanta shabdas.
Not for ajanta shabda, right?
Ajanta shabdas, they undergo other transformations according to the Paninian rules. So we don't see them in the same form.
But is there any pratyayas for that?
It is the same set of pratyayas.
Oh, okay. And then what does it mean, past participle in Sanskrit? How do you say?
The passive past participle.
Passive past participle.
That is the kta pratyayanta.
Kta pratyay.
Kta.
Present.
Kakara and takara. Kta.
Present participle is shatru pratyay.
That's right.
Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada. So there is no I like knowledge, no penance like truth, no grief like attachment, and no joy like renunciation or detachment. Next one is Makshikaha pranamichanti, vanam icchanti, parthivaha, nichaha kalaham icchanti, shantim icchanti, sadhavaha. Anne Marie Bhagini.
Namaste.
Rama.
Can you? I was just writing your message. Sorry for the previous Subhashita. You said that vidya samam is the adjective. So in English, of course, it doesn't sound, but it's because it is like the I. This is like an adjective. Samam.
Yes.
Because of the
yes,
samam, it becomes.
It
adjective.
is like the I. Yes. So it is an adjective.
Okay. Thank you so much. Makshikaha vranamichanti वनमिच्छन्ति पार्थिवः नीचाः
पार्थिवाः, plural.
पार्थिवाः नीचाः कलह इच्छन्ति कलहमिच्छन्ति शान्तिमिच्छन्ति साधवः.
Yes.
The flies desire vranamichanti. Vrana, I don't know what is it.
So it is made up of two words. So the first step, as I told you, is to split the words. Makshikaha,
Vranam
and
ichanti.
ichanti. Yes.
Ichanti. Vanam ichanti parthivaha. Nichaha kalaham ichanti shantim ichanti sadhavaha. Now arranging into the proposition.
Yes.
Makshikaha.
It is in the correct order.
Vranam ichanti. Yes. The next one, parthivaha vanam ichanti. Nichaha kalaham ichanti is correct. Sadhava shantim ichanti.
So
Now,
here Vranam, Vanam, Kalaham and Shantim. What? How do you do the Pada Parichaya?
it is a Dvitiya Vibhakti. It is
Dvitiya Ekavachana.
Ekavachana. And the verbs are all in plural, Bahuvachanam. And because of the subjects are all plural. Makshikaha, flies, desire in the Vranam.
Vranam is wound. Vranam is wound. So they, they like the wounds.
Okay.
So
they like.
Yes. Anything that is rotten or putrid, you find flies there. So flies. They like, yes.
Yes, they like that place. Parthivaha, kings desired to be in the forest.
Yes.
That means to become like sadhus or to escape of the world.
No, they like to go. Their pastime is to go for hunting.
So, hunt.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking more spiritual.
Okay. No, the connotation here is that while everyone likes a place which is, where there is a lot of violence, the sadhu people or the sadhava, they like only shanti. They automatically choose the path which has more peace in it.
Nichaha means low people, mean people?
Yes, mean people, yes.
Kalaha, it was hate or something like that. They like to hate.
Kalaham is generally a quarrel or any kind of a problem. So,
Kalaha, the mean people problems, to make problems maybe.
Yes, yes.
And the sadhavaha like the peace. They like the peace.
Like peace, yes.
Peace.
So to translate in English is quite a challenge. Flies like that is, they are attracted to wounds, and kings are attracted to the woods. Lowly people tend to engage in quarreling, whereas good people desire only for peace of mind.
In Sanskrit is easier, is ichanti everywhere.
Yes, everywhere. Yes. Samyak. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
Guno bhushayate rupam. Sheelam bhushayate kulam. Siddhi bhushayate vidyam. Bhogo bhushayate dhanam. Shri Ram Venkatesh.
Namaste, Acharya.
Ram, namaste.
Guno bhushayate rupam, Shrilam bhushayate kulam, Siddhi bhushayate vidya, Bhogo bhushayate dhanam.
So with Siddhi and Bhushayate, you don't get the Upadhmaniya. You get the Siddhir Bhushayate. If you want to combine it, you have to use Siddhir. Otherwise, yeah, go ahead. So are there any words to split here? Nothing, right? Except Bhogo is Bhogaha, has become Bhogo. Again, Guno is also like that. Gunaha Bhushayate Rupam.
Gunaha Bhushayate Rupam. Sheelam Bhushayate Kulam. Siddhihi Bhushayate Vidyam. Bhogaha Bhushayate Dhanam.
Yes. So now try to rearrange the. Can you try to rearrange this in prose order? Gunaha Rupam Bhushayate.
Gunaha Rupam Bhushayati. Gunaha Rupam Bhushayati.
Here it is all in Atmanipada. Bhushayate.
Bhushayate. Sheelam Kulam Bhushayate. Siddhihi Vidyam Bhushayate.
Correct.
Bhogaha Dhanam Bhushayate.
So here Rupam is in which vibhakti? Can you identify?
Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekvachanam.
Absolutely. Very good. So what is the meaning?
Virtue beautifies a man. Modesty beautifies the lineage.
Sheelam can be modesty or it can be good conduct.
Success beautifies knowledge.
Very good.
Luxury beautifies money.
Bhoga. Okay. Or just enjoyment. So unless you use the money for some purpose, it is of no use. So it beautifies or it adorns the wealth that you have. Uttam. Bahu samyak. Dhanyawad. Virtue enhances beauty. Good conduct brings glory to the family. Success enhances the value of education. And enjoyment enhances the pleasures of wealth. Sprishannapi gajohanti. Jigrannapi bhujangamaha. Hasannapi nripohanti. Manayannapi durjanaha. So here, sometimes the verb may not be given in every part of the sentence. So we need to supply the verb. So, Ramya Vijay Raghavan.
Ram Ram Bhagini.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Namaste. Sprishannapi gajo hanti.
So you have to split or you want to read it once?
I'll read it once. Jigrannapi bhujangam.
Bhujangamaha.
Bhujangamaha. Hasannapi nripo hanti. Manayanapi. Is that it?
Manayanapi.
Yes. Durjanaha. I am a bit lost here. Just by touching the elephant, is it?
Just by touching, what does the elephant do? The elephant can kill. The elephant can kill by its mere touch, is the meaning. That is the first pada. Sprishannapi gajo hanti. It can kill by just touching.
Jigrannapi, just by its tongue.
By smelling.
Oh, by smell. Jigra. By smelling. So the serpent can kill by smelling.
Sniffing. Yes, yes.
Okay. Hasan api nrupo. The king can just give a smile, indicating to his soldiers that he has to, take his orders and he'll go
Exactly.
away.
Yes.
Manayan api durjanaha. You can kill someone by shaming them, dishonoring them. Is that it?
No, even while honoring, a bad person can, make plans to destroy you.
To kill you. Manayan api durjana.
Manayan api durjana. So just to show how dangerous they are,
Correct.
that, even the mildest of actions can lead to your destruction.
They can pretend to be good, but they can still be doing bad to you.
Exactly.
Okay.
So here, if you split it, we get sprishan and api. So there are two words which are combined by a sandhi. Here there is a doubling of the nakara that has happened. The sprishan and api, instead of just a, now we have another nakara and then a nakara, napi. It has become sprishan napi. Gajo.
Why do we get a double nakara there?
That is a sandhi rule. Sandhi rule. That is a sandhi. And the sandhi rules are not something that is, separate from our actual ease of pronunciation. If you automatically say sprishan napi, you will automatically double it. So what we hear is what has been put in writing in the form of a sandhi rule. So it's not something artificial.
Right. We will not say sprishan napi. It will become sprishan napi.
Yes.
Right.
Similarly, jigran napi, hasan napi, manayan napi. It's the same sandhi which has come in all the four places. Yes.
And so, it is gajaha and hanti, right?
Yes.
So gajaha. That is again
a visarga sandhi. Gajo hanti.
Are these some things we will be covering?
Not now, at a later stage, yes.
Okay.
So can you put it in prose order, the four padas, subject, object and verb? That's usually the way in which we put it in.
Gajo sprishan api hanti.
Correct.
Bhujangam jigran api. Again, there will be a hanti there. It is taken for granted that it's not.
Yes, so you have to supply it. So that is called an adhyaharaha. Adhyaharaha is something which you supply or you infer.
So bhujangam jigranapi hanti.
Bhujangamaha. Bhujangamaha is a serpent.
Sorry, keep saying. Bhujangamaha jigranapi hanti. Nrupo hasannapi hanti. Durjanaha manayannapi hanti.
So this is the, you can say this is a prose order, but there is no object in any of these sentences. So what is sprishan then? Do you identify the form of sprishan?
It will.
We just learned it. Does it
is like by the action of, by touching. I don't know the exact, the participle, is it?
Yes, it is a present participle, which we learned, which is a shatru pratyas. So the shabda is...
The pachan and everything that we left the person.
Exactly. So it is prishat shabdaha. It is pullinga prathama purusha ekavachana. Why? Because it qualifies gajaha. So what kind of a gaja it is? It is one which is touching. Which is why it is in pullinga.
Right.
Okay. So similarly, the others. Bhujangamaha is again pullinga, Nripaha is pullinga, and Durjanaha also.
Durjanaha is also pullinga.
Yes.
Yes.
So now the meaning. You've already
I think
explained it.
Yeah. Right. The elephant can kill just by touching.
Yes.
And Bhujangamaha, the serpent, can kill just by smelling.
Yes.
The king can kill just by laughing, in this case, or smiling. Similarly, the wicked kills even while honoring. Manayan api durjanaha. Yes.
So manayati dhatuhu, you add the shatru pratyaya, it becomes manayat shabdaha. Pullinga ekavachan, prathama purusha ekavachana, manayan.
Manayan. So that manayan plus api becomes manayan api.
Yes. Samyak Bhagini. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah.
Avrittikam tyajet rajyam vrittim sopadravam tyajet. Tyajet mayavinam mitram dhanam pranaharam tyajet. Krishna Narayan. Bhagini.
Namaste, Ram Ram Ram.
Ram, namaste.
Shall I read the poem once?
Yes.
Avrittikam tyajet rajyam vrittim sopadravam tyajet. Tyajet mayavinam mitram dhanam pranaharam tyajet. So, the jobless person may give up the rajyam is what? The kingdom.
Correct. So it's not the jobless person. Avrittikam qualifies the rajyam.
Okay.
So, Avrittika is the shabda. In Napumsakalinga, it has become Avrittikam rajyam.
Tyajet.
Tyajet. Tyajet is to forsake. You can leave a kingdom which doesn't offer you a job. If you don't find a job there, you can leave it.
Oh, so it is the Avrittikam which is leaving the rajyam. I mean, that is the meaning.
No. Avrittikam rajyam is a rajya where you don't find a job.
A job, okay.
So it is an, which lakara is this? Tyajet. Tyaj dhatu.
Yaj, like padet.
So which lakara is that?
It is the vidhiling. Is it the vidhiling?
Yes, it is the vidhiling. So vidhiling can be an order or a kind of general instruction given to people, isn't it?
Okay.
So like that, what is instructed here is that you can leave a country which
doesn't offer job.
Yes.
Then vrittim sopadravam tyajet. Vritti is again job.
So vritti is a strilinga pada.
Okay.
Vrittihi it is like matihi. So sopadrava, it is a strilinga pada. It is used in dvitiya vibhakti. So vrittim sopadravam, you can leave a job which is
miserable.
Miserable. Upadrava. Sa upadrava has sa upadravena saha upadrava. So upadrava. It has become in strilinga sopadrava.
Sopadrava. So tyajet, that is you can leave a job which is miserable, which means which doesn't give you happiness.
Exactly.
Then tyajet mayavinam mitram. Similarly, a deceitful friend you can leave. You can leave a friend who is deceitful.
Yes.
And dhanam pranaharam tyajet.
You can stay away from money which can cause danger to life.
Your life.
Either to your life or to others' life, any life. So pranaharam can mean anybody's prana. So pranaharam.
If it is dangerous to life, then you can leave that dhanam.
Wealth. Yes.
Okay.
So in this, there is no major sandhi as such, but then you can try to put it in prose order. Avrittikam rajyam tyajet, sopadravam vrittim tyajet,
mayavinam mitram tyajet, pranaharam dhanam tyajet.
Samyak. Uttam. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah.
So one may forsake a country which does not have job opportunities, a miserable job, a deceitful friend, and wealth which is being created by killing people or by putting your own life into danger. Vatsala Jambunathi.
Namaste, Baini.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Ram Ram. Na putrat paramo labah, na bharyaha param sukam, na dharmat paramam mitram, na nanrutat patakam param. Na putrat paramo labah. Na means without putrat. That is.
No, putrat is which vibhakti?
Putraha putrat. Putra Chaturthi.
Putrat, like Ramat.
Ramat, so putrat.
Which vibhakti is that? Panchami, isn't it?
Panchama. Ramat, so putrat, yeah. So
Yes.
all are Panchama only. Dharmat also.
Yes.
Bharyaha, so putrat paramo labha. That is no.
So from or than are the words you can use for Panchami, isn't it? So
Okay.
putrat paramo labha nasti.
Na bharyaha param sukam. So na means the negative part of it. Without that, without bharya, there is no sukam. Without putra, there is no labham.
No, paramaha means more than that. There is no greater labha than a putra. Like that.
Acha paramo, okay. Na dharmat paramam mitram. Dharmat means righteous.
Exactly.
Right, paramam mitram, that is a friend. No paramam will be here. Paramo.
Same. There is no better friend than.
No better friend than a righteous one.
Dharma.
Nanaritat patakam param. What is nanaritat?
Na andritat. Here you have to split the words. Okay. Na and andritat. Andritam is lies. So life. Which is the greatest sin. Patakam is sin.
Patakam is sin and bharya is wife. That is for the third one, earlier one bharya.
Yes.
So there is no greater. So when you put it in the prose order, labhaha paramo putrat na. Bharyaha paramam sukam na.
Bharyayaha
paramam sukam na. Dharmat paramam mitram dharmat na. Patakam nanathat how do you say that? Nanritat patakam param. So how will that come? That change of words. Nanathat patakam param.
Everywhere it is, you can use the same order. You can say putrat paramaha labhaha na bharyayaha param sukham na dharmat param mitram na andritat patakam param patakam na.
Okay, here the na will come after param.
Yes, param patakam na. Na is at the end. So na means na asti. Asti is implied in every sentence.
So there is no about the sun. So there is no greater
gain
happiness
than a sun.
Labh is a happiness or
gain.
Gain. There is no greater gain than having a son. There is no bharya param sukham. That is without a wife.
There is no greater happiness than having a wife.
Than a wife, and then dharma with no happiness more than having a friend.
There is no dharma. Dharma param. No. Dharma can be your greatest friend. Dharma.
Okay. Not righteous.
Yeah. It is roughly the same, but then the word dharma you cannot actually translate in a single word in English.
Nandritat patakam param.
There is no greater sin than being untruthful.
Patakam param. Yeah. Baini, I have two questions here. When we are trying to translate them the word order, so we put the subject, object and verb, or what is the order that comes in there?
Usually it is subject, object and verb, but we saw that in many places subject is not there, in many places object is not there. So you have to decide based on the language into which you are translating, and you can so here we can, as we change the order, Putrat paramaha labhaha na, because paramaha is an adjective to labhaha. So what is great? The labha. There is no greater labha than putra.
Okay. So now will come after labhaha then.
Yes.
So bharyaha param sukham na.
Yes.
Dharmat param mitram na. Nanatritat patakam param. That the last one will be the same thing.
Anritat param patakam na.
The param patakam. Okay.
So there are two words here, paramaha and paraha. So they all go with the corresponding words. Like param goes with sukham, paramaha goes with labhaha. Similarly, mitram napumsakalingam, so we say paramam. And then patakam is also napumsakalingam, so param.
Okay.
Both para and parama mean greater.
Okay.
Uttam. Samyak. Dhanyawad.
Thank you. So the meaning of it in English will be
you want to say it all together?
Yeah. There is no greater gain than a good son, and no greater happiness than a caring wife. Okay. There's
These words we just have to infer, because not all sons are a boom.
There is no greater friend than righteousness, and no greater sin than falsehood. Okay. Thank you.
Uttam. Samyak. Dhanyawada. Apatsu mitram janiyat yuddhe shuram rine shuchim bharyam kshineshu vitteshu vyasaneshu cha bandhavan. So some words are given here. Janiyat. Shuchihi is pure. And kshineshu vitteshu, it's a sati, saptami usage, when money is lost. Priyadarshini Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini. Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Namaste. First read this, and then if there are words which have been combined, you can split them, then the prose order, and then the...
Apat sumitram janiyat yuddhe shuram rineshu chim bharyam kshineshu vritteshu vitteshu vyasaneshu cha bandhavan. Here I noticed that Saptami Bahuvachanam of the places.
Yes. Apatsu. What is apat?
Among the danger.
When you are in danger. So when somebody is in danger, you can know who the true friend is.
Yes. Janiyat vidhiling lakaraha.
It is a vidhiling. Yes.
Who is
Janati nyadhatuhu. So it is janiyat. We have not come across such dhatus yet. Yes.
Janiyat, mitram janiyat, apatsu mitram janiyat. Yuddhe shuram rine shuchim.
So yuddhe shuram, again we have to supply the verb which is janiyat. One should know shura Where is his real test? In a battlefield. Yuddhe shuram janiyat.
Yuddhe shuram janiyat. Rine.
Rine is a loan or when in debt. So somebody who has borrowed from you, if he is really honest, would immediately return what he has taken from you. So the purity of a person, the how honest he is determined only when you give him something and he gives it back on time.
Kadan, is it like Kadan in Tamil?
Yes.
Rine, Rinam. Okay. So in the temple, sometimes we will see the Rina Vimochana Perumal.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how.
So because we have our Deva Rina, Pitra Rina, Rishi Rina and all that, right? So, so that is also a kind of debt or things that we owe to the
when we learn the Sanskritam, then we are actually we are doing the Rishis are Rishi Katan is going on. Similarly. Okay. Yuddhe Shuram Rine Janiyat Shuchim.
Rine Shuchim Janiyat.
Rine Shuchim Janiyat. When we give Rinam to someone, we will get to know their honesty. Bhariyam Kshineshu Vitteshu.
So Kshineshu Vitteshu together means when money is lost, you know
will get
how
to know the wife's real character.
Yes.
Vyasaneshu cha bandhavan. When we are in
trouble. When we are in trouble or when we are not very comfortable. Yes. That is when you know how concerned your relatives are.
Bhantavan here means relatives.
Relatives. Bandhu janaha bandhavan.
Okay.
Those who are your
here we
relatives.
have added any pratyayam? Bandhu, Bandhavan.
Bandhavan. Yes, it is a tadhita pratyaya. Bandhuhu iti bandhavaha. It is in the same samanarthaka bandhava shabda.
Okay.
So it is in dvitiya vibhakti bahuvachana. You know, it is the object of the sentence. So one must know the bandhavas only during your troubles.
Difficult situation. When we are in difficult situation, we will get to know about our relatives.
Yes. Uttam. Dhanyavadah. So there are some questions. I will answer them and then we can wind up for today. Are sandhi and samasa the same? No, they are different. Sandhi is just when two, for now you can understand is a sandhi as when two words are joined, two independent words are joined by just for, I mean, they are not joined grammatically. They don't make a compound word. They still retain their identities, but then they are just joined for ease of pronunciation. That is a sandhi. Whereas a samasa, two words combine to form a single word. So that is a difference. There are some rules for both. So we will learn all of them in detail later. So sandhi and samasa are not the same. In the first Subhashita, Vidyasamam is adjective to Chakshu. It seems that in English translation, it doesn't look like an adjective. Yes, in English, the term adjective may not apply here, but here that is what it is. Sprishan api is the double nakara, always written like this with api. Yeah, when there is a double nakara, it is always written like this. So there is a rule that after nakara, when you have a nakara, preceded by a hrasva swara, you get a short vowel, you get this doubling of the nakara. In exam, how do they ask? Mostly they will just ask meanings of certain words maybe, or a meaning of the whole Subhashita. That's it. They won't ask you to split sandhis or give the pada parichaya. Mostly they won't. But it's better for us to know because that way we learn grammar. Shatru pratyaya. Past participle is kta pratyaya and shatru is present. Bhujangamaha is a pullinga shabda. No, Bhujangamaha means a serpent and it is a pullinga shabda. Are the words param and paramam according to rhyme? Yes, so according to the meter, you choose, the poet has the liberty to choose whether to use paramam or param because they mean the same. Test details, please. So we have still not completed the Subhashitas, which is lesson 21. I thought we will complete dhatus as well and then do some revision and then take up the test. So I will give the announcement in time. You will have enough time to prepare, don't worry. Is it Anushtubh or Anushtubh? The actual word is Anushtubh with the fourth bha. When it comes in front of Chandas, it has to become the Varga Prathama. So it becomes Anushtubh. Last one, meaning not given, I will show you. We don't have the Shabda Manjari. Shabda Manjari is available in the stores. You can email me, Bhagini. I can send you the details. I had also shared the Shabda Manjari in PDF form in the group if you're in the Telegram group. So you can look at that as well. Subhashitam to be memorized, yes, that also sometimes they may just give half the Subhashita and ask you to complete it. So in Samskritasri, you can never be sure about the pattern of questions or the of the question paper as such. Yes, last one alone, I will show the full meaning. In adversity, one must know a friend. So the true test of friendship is during times of adversity. In battle, the valorous. In debt, the honest. In poverty, a wife. And in difficulty, one's relatives. So we'll end with a Shanti Mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhanyavadaha. Shubharatrihi.